Not so glamorous part of the job. Perfect. Hey guys, good to see you again. Happy Halloween to you. You know, it's been some time since we've been able to review a Springer. The last one was the Vyrock HW30S. It was an absolutely great time, and since then I've been dying to get my hands on another one. Airguns of Arizona sent me that one, and they also sent this. Now, word on the street is that this is an RWS Diana NTEC, which is one of the hottest trending brake barrel airguns on the market right now. So let's check it out. One of the great things about Airguns of Arizona is when they ship a package to you, they ship it with tons of peanuts. I've not even seen this yet. You know, my very first brake barrel airgun when I was a kid was an RWS Springer. I think it was a Model 34. The reason I say I think is because at the time I was 15 years old, and one of the neighborhood kids where I lived shot a school bus with a BB gun. So the local police department were door to door, and my mom just like totally freaked out and threw away like all 5 of my air guns. So I had to hit like reset at that point. It wasn't me. I didn't shoot the school bus, but I haven't had my hands on an RWS Springer since then. So I'm incredibly excited. Look at that. You guys see that? Look at this beauty. Oh. I honestly got like just a little sad feeling in my stomach right now because it's been literally that long since I had my hands on one of these. It was kind of emotional, and I'm not acting. Wow, look at that. The wood looks exactly the same color. The bluing looks exactly the same, but there's something profoundly different about this RWS Diana. It's powered by a gas ram piston. When you open up your bonnet or your trunk in your car, or you open up the hood and it's supported by those gas-filled ram shock absorber spring things, that is what's inside of here. There is no spring. So what that is supposed to mean to us is smoother cocking, smoother shooting, less spring fatigue, which means it's basically supposed to last longer. Proper operation in the cold. In other words, the metal spring doesn't freeze and stop producing the velocity that it should. It's supposed to be just overall better, so I'm incredibly excited to try one of these for the first time. And I don't know how well you guys can see that, but this is one beautiful air gun. So today's Halloween Monday. I am going to get busy started on this tomorrow for us, and I hope to have the video up for you by the weekend. Stand by. It's going to be a great time.
If you're familiar with traditional spring guns, you'll know that the compression stroke is normally filled with binds and pops. Immediately apparent when cocking the NTEC is that those don't exist here. Breaking the barrel down is a lot like stretching out a rubber band. It's smooth, linear, and quiet. It infuses a dose of civility into the whole brake barrel genre that makes the NTEC feel 3 times more expensive than it actually is. Speaking of money, The N-Tech Premium happens to be on sale right now at Air Guns of Arizona for $380 shipped. And if you want to save an additional 10% on top of that, let them know you want to buy the actual rifle used in the making of this video. I'll clean it up, package it up, and drop ship it straight to you from here, AEAC certified. If you don't know it already, you can follow AEAC on Facebook for up-to-the-minute pictures and information without having to wait on the video. I'll share things here that don't make it onto YouTube, so you'll also have the benefit of extra information. It's a great way to acquire that last little bit of detail to make sure the review product is right for you. Finding us there is easy. At the top of my YouTube page, simply click Visit AEAC on Facebook. Mr. N-Tech and I experimented with a lot of different holds and on a lot of different bags. I even tried the old Paul Capello hold with the gun resting on a few of my fingers. But in the end, the gas ram Diana likes to be left alone and rested on 2 bags. This is an extremely powerful Springer, so if you're going to shoot it freehand and want to get the accuracy out of it, you're going to want to practice consistency and hold. As you saw on Facebook, I spent the better part of 3 days putting different types of pellets through the N-Tech. And honestly, I was really hoping to find one for you that didn't say Diana on it. But they must have sprinkled their special sauce on these 2 cans, because the 340 loved them. So if you're going to own this rifle, I'd start with the Diana tins. And if you want to experiment, try the JSB 1034 grain or the H&M Barracuda 1065 grain. They're my runners-up. They just didn't prove as consistent as the Diana Exact 844s and the Diana Magnums. But whatever you do, focus on the 4.51 diameter head size, and feel free to share your findings in the comments below. You can probably hear it in the audio, but there's no boing here. The N-Tech's firing cycle is as smooth as its cocking. From the shooter's perspective, I would describe it as more of a clean snick, followed by a thud. It's a lot like shooting a tuned, non-FAC Springer, but even more pleasant. And of course, much more powerful. But the engine isn't the whole story. The trigger is the other headline. Most enthusiasts are familiar with the T05 trigger, sought after for its light, clean break and repeatable predictability, and snarled at for its single adjustment screw. I haven't missed it here. These Diana Magnums have me a little perplexed. They must weigh a little more, because they're moving about 20 feet per second slower, and there must be something else different about them, because the point of impact has changed as well. Damn squirrels are throwing acorns at me. Really brave. Really, really brave. And really stupid. Our NTEC still has some breaking in to do, but at over 16 foot-pounds of energy, it's got more than twice the power you'd need to take small game out past 50 yards. In time, these deviations will smoothen out, but it's a moot point. The NTEC's deadly accurate, and it creates way more power than you'd ever need.
You guys excited? Y'all have been asking me to do this for so long now, and so many of you. Whew.
Like a kid in the candy store. In case you're new to AEAC and wondering, yes, the gel is perfectly calibrated to FBI specifications.
Pellets are making 30-yard tracks pretty darn quick. Pretty cool.
As long as we're still talking power, let me share with you one more demonstration.
Okay, Masood, we're about to Magnum certify your scope cam gear before the world. This is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. A 177 Springer these days is capable of producing 15, 16 foot-pounds of energy at the muzzle, and at 30 yards it retains quite an impact. These spinners you see down here are designed for 22 rimfire, so you can imagine they're pretty robust and pretty heavy. Alright, lock on, hit record, and here we go. If this thing breaks, Masood's gonna kill me. But I don't think it's going to. His stuff is badass. Alright, here we go. Thing didn't even move. Locked on there like a vise. That was sweet. Let's do it again. Oh, and of course, Cronny didn't pick up. Let me go reset that, and I'll be right back. Error 2. Get you. Alright. One more, and I want to try these Diana Magnums as well. Boom! 8.5 grain pellet at 897 feet per second. Sweet! Alright, let's try these Diana Magnums. I have no idea how heavy these are. but their point of impact is very similar to the 844 grain, so I imagine they're very similar in weight. By contrast, that JSB 1034 lands a good 4 inches below it. So these are probably, I don't know, I'm guessing a very similar weight. Boom! 905 feet per second. Yeah, it probably is. They sure shoot good though. All right. One more for good merit just because it's so much fun. And I want to declare Masood's Concoction Magnum Springer certified. By the way, if you guys didn't know it, you can pick this gear up at Air Guns of Arizona. They are a provider of Masood's stuff. And I'll leave a link to his website as well in the description so you can get a hold of him if you have questions. God, those are hitting hard. 900 feet per second again. Love it. Oh, good job, buddy.
I live for the applause, applause, applause. I live for the applause, applause. Live for the applause, applause. Live for the way that you cheer and scream for me. The applause, applause, applause.
If covert backyard operations are your thing, you ain't gonna be getting away with much. This is a powerful Springer and it's got a little bark to it. Although for me personally, I wouldn't change a thing. Its classic lines and organic flowing stock suit me just fine. There's no need to go messing that up with a coffee can moderator. The TO6 trigger is definitely an upgrade over the TO5. I had the 05 in my Airhawk, and it was good, but this one benefits from an adjustable travel, weight, and sear engagement. The only thing funky with it was a huge first stage travel, but other than that, it was smooth, light, and predictable. Initially, the long travel took some getting used to, but after a few hundred shots, I didn't notice it anymore, so left it alone. If you don't like it, you can simply adjust it out. To the 06's benefit, out of the box there's zero creep, and it's super light. What's more, the rifle can be decocked, and the safety is in the perfect place. Well, that's it for today, guys. Happy Thanksgiving to you. And don't forget, this episode wouldn't have been possible without the support of Air Guns of Arizona. And you know the best way to thank them. Let's enjoy this day with family and friends, and pig out. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on more exciting reviews. I'm Steve Shalley. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.